Kabam give out special gifts to some. We have further update to the Cole and Neymar dupe taking back situation, and as well we get our first look at the 6.4 boss. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to your Wednesday edition of Marvel Contest of Champions news. It is 6.4 release day. Aren't you all excited? Yes. And before the video kicks off, please consider hitting the like button. It really does help the channel out, and as well a massive thank you to all my patrons, YouTube members, Twitch subs and Twitch Prime subs who are on screen at the moment. And by the way, if you do have an Amazon Prime account and want to give me a little Twitch sub, then you can do for absolutely nothing. Also, I've set up something on Discord. There's now a special role, a special badge thing on Discord, so go to the link in the description and let me know who you are, and so I can give you your nice little role. But in any case, I think it's about time that we get in some news, shall we? All updated Alliance War situation. Kabam basically says we don't have anything new to add yet. We understand how important this is to everybody and are approaching this with that in mind. We are dedicated to doing the best that we can do to address the situation, but until I have more concrete news to share, I can't really say anything. This whole Alliance Wars debacle is really frustrating, especially because Kabam can't do anything at the moment. Obviously, they do plan to do something, they do plan to correct it, but the time it's going to be taking just kind of goes back to that situation that we had a couple months ago where the season had to be ended prematurely, but there's not sufficient data to say, right, well, this alliance obviously was doing really well but could do very badly for the rest of the season, and the same thing like a war, the alliance that's performing badly could be performing really good by the end of it. So it doesn't really take in the core aspects of data. But we do have an issue in that the war rating is fluctuating. People in different tiers are fluctuating as well. So this is still something that is going to be affected and needs to be sorted out very, very soon. As soon as we have more info, I'll let you know, hopefully on Friday's edition. Now the Club City Neymar situation still rages on with a lot of players not happy and still a little bit kind of confused with what's going on with Kabam at the moment. And basically this message did go out to people a couple of days ago, basically saying and stating that before the end of the week they'll be removing the mistakenly received duplicates of 5 stars and 6 stars. 3 stars and 4 stars will not be moved. We will be doing this in batches to ensure that we reach players that maybe missed at the beginning. The weird thing about that is not many people received that message. It was only when I kind of logged onto the forums to collect the information for Marvel Contest of Champions News today that I did actually see this. So yeah, very, very weird that this message hasn't been seen by all the players that have been affected. But either way, the fact is it is annoying, and as I stated yesterday, I hope that Kabam learned some lessons because they made a few mistakes with certain things in game for the last kind of like couple of weeks. Next up, and did you know that Marvel Contest of Champions was originally going to be a sausage fighting game? Well, you should see and watch this video. Yeah, so I welcome you to go and see this video. Link is in the description down below. This is a fantastic video. As you can see, there's Sausage Fighter. And obviously, you've got to understand the evolution and building a game. It looks like just kicking him in the crotch. But yeah, it looks really cool. That do things like spacing, touch control, and things like that. This is such an interesting developmental and as well just whole production side of things from Marvel Contest of Champions from start to where they are now. This is a really good watch for anybody that's a fan of the game and also a fan of where they've come and where they plan to go. Next up, and what does this see before? Next up, and what is this I see before me? And that is a special gift from Kabam. Shout out to Shogukus on Twitter and as well a few other people that have said like, well, what's the deal with this? Kabam are giving out these ultimate crystals, and yeah, it's nice for some players. And look, it's not going to be the best for others who are maybe endgame player. Obviously, plenty of people have had their say on this, with some kind of like, you know, is this something that they deserve as well? They don't feel it's there. Kabam Vidius has responded to all this, basically saying you do realise that these aren't just gifted to you, yeah? The definition of special value can be blurred and changed by one person's perspective. I'm sorry to hear it wasn't something you and a few others appreciated, however, you aren't the only ones receiving it. We appreciate the feedback nonetheless, but these are things that don't even happen with the contest. Yeah, these things like these special gifts don't really get sent out that much. Yeah, a long time ago, a very long time ago, they used to send out like massive like unit chunks So we kind of get about 700 units or something, or 800 units a time as kind of nice gesture, like 300 units there, 800 there. But that was a long time ago. So Kabam don't really do this too often. And I would say to those that may be going, oh, you know, I don't like this. Well, you know, it's a freebie. You know, if you've got something that gives you a max signature, yes, it's a 3-star. Yes, you could get a 4-star. Obviously, for those up-and-coming players, that would be nice. I think Metal Sonic Dude actually ended up picking up one of these as well. So, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not too bothered with people getting it over me, but, you know, that's just my thing. Next up, and it looks like I've been invited. Yes, I'm invited to join Kabam Studios in Vancouver to get an early preview of Incursions. Incursions are a huge update to Dungeons. Obviously, we've been talking about this for a little while. So yeah, I might be going to Canada. It's crazy to be invited, and obviously I'm so thankful to Kabam for doing so. There's still a lot of logistical things, so I don't want to say I am going when maybe I'm not. I'd rather kind of go like, oh, I'm definitely going, I'm getting on the plane right now, rather than going, I don't know, because of like stuff that's going on with the world, with coronavirus and so many other things. And regardless if people will go, oh, well, it's been all exaggerated. Yeah, well, still people are putting stuff in place to make sure it is a case it's quarantined in certain areas, and therefore there's kind of no risk factor to this stuff. So, you know, hopefully I get to go, because that would be amazing, but we'll just have to see what happens. Also, just a reminder for those that are just kind of worried about their dark artifacts, they will go over to other types of things. The same thing with potions and revives. And those dark artifacts, they'll probably be either called dark artifacts going forward or incursion artifacts. The fact is, you'll be able to save them and obviously spend in whatever given store as it really changes. So obviously there'll be the incursion crystals or incursion store or stuff like that. We'll have to see what happens when this event goes live, and as well what information we gather from the next couple of months. Next up, an MCC Journal has put together this fantastic video. Go and check it out, link in the description. This was worked together with Otriux, and as well showcases the Grandmaster, the tokens, the play structure, just great information, which is really going to be helpful for players. Now, this could be seen as speculation as to like, is this actually how it is? I don't really know, but obviously Otriux does a lot of information, a lot of gathering, a lot of data mining, a lot of preparation. So I'll take it as being this is a solid piece of stuff that you need to consider. Tactics, you know, this is tokens of blunder if you mess up something, when to attack the opponent, different types of percentages of when to hit in. Yeah, this does look like a very frustrating boss, and obviously it is warranted for a decent reward. Imagine if we had the trash rewards that what we went up against in shape and form of this. Man, I'd be very kind of frustrated with Kabam if that was the case. So thank God they changed the rewards against something like this as well, because it's going to take a lot of your cunning. And look at all the phases. Like, just look at that. Oh man, infuriation. Yeah, you're not wrong there. This champion is tipped to have a 10 million hit pool. Oh god, 10 million hit pool. That sounds absolutely barbaric. SP1 seems to be very kind of easy to sort out. There seems to be this thing where just like it looks like one blast and then 1, 2, 3. Obviously you get those competence charges up, which I think will be helpful in some way, shape or form. There's loads of information. I'm not going to go completely into this, but yeah, check out the link in the description if you want to learn more about the enemy you're going up against, the 6.4. And now on to our final story, which is arena predictions. My predictions are as follows. With a 5-star Moleman, I'm going with 50 mil. I kind of feel that I don't really know where the arena bots are at the moment as they've gone, and obviously what's going to be at the moment popularity wise. I just don't think this champion is strong enough for something close to about 65 mil as normally feel. So I'm going with a strong 50 mil on that one, stick my neck out on that one. And the hype, yeah, has not really been there for the champion. There's nothing to say he's a bad champion. I think it's just a case of like he has a lack of hype. The 4-star is 10.5 mil and the 3-star 1.5 mil. And yeah, just going to clarify hype wise, there's a lot of things like not diminishing returns, but there's a point where because the champion really relies on being low on health and also really kind of highly awakened to give some huge amounts of damage output, and yes, there is a slight utility to the champion, I just feel that people's risk factor with that, and especially with content, is like, do I really want a 5 or 6 star? And I think the answer will probably be not so much, but there is value there. And finally, the basic, which is the Ghost Rider, I'm going with 1.8 mil. All predictions were down below, obviously on the time codes. So obviously, if you click that on, then you'll know. Thank you as always for watching the video, because on Monday's edition, I did say stream. This is a video. Thank you very much. Check out some recent content here. Check out some supporting links there. And obviously the second channel where I do a lot of the live streaming for MCOC. Go check that out as well. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.